Welcome to Tali Tadka, Abhaas.
Thank you once again.
And आज के सीक्वेंस के बारे में बताओ, कितना रोना हो रहा है आपका?
मत पूछो यार. खुशी ने क्या देखी है कि I am going crazy and I'm supposed to, और I'm trying to पटाओ her कि I tried to tell her that हम आपको सब सच बताने वाले थे. We had a whole sequence yesterday on the terrace where we had shot and how she just left me and ran out. फिर वो नीचे आई घर में. We shot that already and कैसे I am with my family, with my wife. My wife is hugging onto my, she's put her arms around me and in front of Khushi and I'm getting all awkward about it. And Khushi is also getting very, she's what do you call it? She's just lost faith in me and then she walks away, storms out of there. And then I somehow make an excuse and get out of there myself saying कि मुझे तो काम पे जाना है. My favorite line in the show, हमें जाना है, हमें काम है. So I get out of there and this is what the sequence is now, that I'm on the road and she's on the road. I'm chasing her and I stop her. I'm trying to talk to her. I'm trying to tell her that I was about to tell you the truth, but for some reasons I couldn't because I love your family and your family love me and I don't want to lose them and stuff like that. Then at a point वो नहीं मानती है. She doesn't agree. She's still so. Now we'll be shooting that part where a truck is about to come and hit me. Haha, but I don't die. And
How can you die, Abhaas? नहीं तो शाम का क्या होगा?
शाम नहीं मरेगा.
Thank you.
शाम तो ऐसा है कि मर भी गया तो भी भूत बन के आएगा वो खुशी.
किसके पीछे? खुशी, अंजलि?
Of course खुशी. नहीं.
Oh, of course खुशी. हाँ.
Abhaas. Shyaam will choose खुशी obviously because that's the story that he's not in love with his wife. वो अपनी पत्नी के साथ सिर्फ पैसों के लिए है. और मेरे को समझ नहीं आता कि इतना अच्छा खासा लॉयर है. बट हाँ, फ्री में केसेस लड़ता है. आधे केसेस तो फेवर्स करा के धमकियाँ दे के लड़ता है. तो पैसे नहीं होते. सो दैट्स व्हाट ही इज आफ्टर. एंड obviously he'll come after खुशी. But personally, सनाया और दिलजीत.
Tough choice.
Very. Both are aunties. I'll choose both.
Okay, चलो, works for you. Older women work, huh?
I will not tell that.
What does Abhaas like? Older women, younger girls?
That's a toughie because I've been with both the kinds.
Okay.
I think older. I prefer older.
Each has its own
Older
flavor.
means इज्जत वाला older, not older.
Now tell me, why do men cry in serials?
This is the wrong question. I'm an actor. I've been told to do it. I do it. But yeah, I was playing protagonist roles before this, and the only reason why I left doing that, I took a break from doing that was I hated crying. In my previous show on Imagine, I used to be like just crying and crying. By the end of it, I was only crying. That was my only worth in the show, and I was so fed up of crying, and I hate glycerine, and I hate that whole concept of crying and weeping loudly and howling. That's why I left. I left that genre. Not left it, but took a break from it. Wanted to try something different, try something negative, try something evil.
Right.
But now they're making me do the same thing over here.
So.
But it's nice because here I'm trying to act it. I'm not really doing it. I'm just trying to put a face in front of her. In fact, if you did you guys see the culmination scene? How the scene was culminated. So he does come back into his own. You'll see it on screen. He does come back to his own avatar of being the guy he is.
Tell us about crocodile tears that Shyaam has.
Shyam's the best part about his crocodile tears is that you can't make out whether they're crocodile tears unless he shows it to you that they are. Otherwise, I feel the way it's written, the way the scene is written, the way the scripting is done, the way it's executed, it's almost real. It's just that one point you'll find that the music will come in, or his expression will change, and it'll come. ये तो साला नाटक कर रहा है. But till then, he's very genuine, and there are people like that in real too. There are people who can deceive, by crocodile tears, and I wish I could do that too.
That's my next question. Do men like Shyaam exist in real? And if they do,
of course.
Do you know anyone personally?
In context of what? Because Shyaam is a two-timer. Shyaam is, but then I love to see the positives in Shyaam. Obviously we all know the negatives. We all see it that he's cheating on his wife. There's a lot. That's pretty evident. But then there are good sides about him. He's very
Eloquent?
Elegant. He's a rooted person. He's also from a rural background. He's not an urban guy. He's a rural guy. So yeah, for his stature, for his class, he's very rooted. He's very mannered and well spoken. He's very snappy. He's very flamboyant. His mind works. I think on the show till now, for any character, I think his brain works the fastest.
Right.
Obviously, if he would have used it in a positive way, obviously it would be different. We wouldn't have a story. But then there are, of course, coming back to your question, people are there. There are lots of people like Shyaam. Two-timers, obviously, poly-timers, going all over the place these days. But in terms of being the combination, I have never seen anybody.
Right.
The combination of what Shyaam is. Because he's, if you forget for a minute or two, if you forget the scenes with Mausaji and everybody, if you just go to Raizada house, I think Shyaam is a perfect guy. He's the ideal son-in-law they could have. But then when he comes back to the Gupta house, and again, leaving aside, even with Buaji, with Khushi's mom, with Khushi, with Payal, he's just the ideal person. The friend, an ideal person, an ideal partner, an ideal nephew, whatever.
Yeah.
But then when he comes back to her father, he's the biggest teen on this planet.
If you were to list out all the great qualities he has, Shyaam, okay, one is, as you said, he is very, he's a quick-witted. He also thinks on his feet.
Yeah.
These are two things that you have already said. I'm listing them out. Tell me some more things. I think his ability to act is fabulous, as in the character.
Yeah.
The way he can juggle around people.
That's his smartness. That's his wit. That he knows how to play with words. He knows how to convince somebody to do what he wants them to do. It doesn't take a lot of effort for him. He's very sweet with his meaty churi, the perfect discrimination for that kind of guy. And he can speak his way out into anything. Or out of anything.
Right.
So I think that is the best quality Shyaam has.
Why did you take this role up?
For the plain reason that I wanted to try something which I wanted to see where, because with this character I was playing both shades. I was playing both shades. In the beginning I was being a very, very positive guy, and then suddenly it just turns out to be a totally wreck. I wanted to see what am I able to convince people, like am I able to get out that much hatred, because you only hate something that you love. Otherwise it's going to be indifference. And I think this character had the potential, and I think it still does, and that if I could convince people to love Shyaam, I wanted to see how much can they go and hate him, and so far so good.
Right here. Thank you so much, Abhaas.
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll see you again in our special segment with you.
Don't reveal that.
We won't reveal that. Yeah. But fans can look forward to that. Thank you so much.